And with that, it's my honor to introduce my colleague, Congressman Troy Carter.
Thank you all for being here on this brisk afternoon, and I want to particularly thank my dear friend and our ranking member, Benny Thompson, for having the courage, the wisdom, and the tenacity for convening this important press conference today. Mr. Vice President, Secretary Noem, allow me to give you the briefing that your staffs failed to give you. Renee Nicole Macklin Good was a mother of 3, a wife, a writer, a poet, a devoted Christian, a United States citizen. She wasn't a terrorist. She wasn't there to cause harm. She was exercising what we often encourage people to do. If you see an injustice, say something. If you see an injustice, do something. Many would say that she was a hero because she saw an injustice and she didn't retreat to the comfort of her home. In fact, she put herself in harm's way after dropping her baby off to school, as many of us do. She stood up for the American value. She stood up for free speech, for protection under the law. And she paid the ultimate price by a rogue so-called peace officer who chose violence over de-escalation, who chose bravado over questioning fairly. See, this is not the America that we stand for. This is not the America that you stand for. Mr. President, she was not a terrorist. Madam Secretary, she was not a terrorist as you described her. We honor her today by rejecting hate, choosing compassion, and demanding a country where everyone gets home safely, even when we disagree. Free speech is not unique to language we want to hear. Free speech is not relegated to only those things you agree with. Free speech is protected, especially when you don't agree, especially when you don't like what you hear. That's what makes America so great. That's why accountability matters. Under Donald Trump and Kristi Noem's Department of Homeland Security, they've deployed federal forces not to protect communities, unfortunately, to terrorize them. We're seeing this in New Orleans with the influx of masked, unidentifiable federal agents involved in Operation Catahoula Crunch. Sounds like a dance or a cheap cereal, but it isn't. It's an attack on individual freedoms and rights. And today we stand against that. And tomorrow we'll stand against that. And next week and next year and the year after that, we will stand against that. And our numbers and our voices will grow stronger and larger as more and more citizens recognize that an affront to any individual is an affront to every individual. To make matters worse, instead of seeking information, instead of being briefed and getting facts, our secretary chose to lie and smear the victim and cover up the truth. And this administration ordered the Justice Department to investigate her grieving wife. Federal prosecutors are resigning in protest because they know this is wrong. Let me be clear, lest anyone in this audience or anyone watching this later misunderstand what we're saying today. We support strong action against any dangerous individuals who commit any acts of violence. We must stop these operations that create fear and disruption for families, workers, and small business owners. This violence, corruption, and abuse of power cannot stand. Secretary Noem has defied the law, obstructed Congress, and violated the very oath of office she swore to protect and defend our great country. It is time that this must stop. We will not stop until it has stopped.